Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics, and brought to you by Coca-Cola. When you're stocking up for game day, be sure to grab a Coke with a friend. Together, taste better. Carolina Ford. Ford, built for victory. Built for the Carolinas. Contact your Carolina Ford dealer today. And by Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, 919 all fours.
Hello again and welcome to the Carolina Insider, and man, it's great to be back with you, and it's great to be able to talk a little Tar Heel football after a long break. The Heels back on the field against Boston College and picked up the big road win over the Eagles to move to 2-0 on the season. We're going to have highlights of that victory plus post-game reaction as well. Also, an interview with Brian Anderson, the starting center on that Tar Heel offensive line. Had a lot of fun chatting with Brian earlier this week. I think you'll enjoy that conversation. And as always, we'll take a drive around social media as well and get you caught up on a bunch of different storylines around Tar Heel athletics. But let's start with some highlights. Back to the first half, Carolina and Boston College in Chestnut Hill.
We'll tell you about the safeties in a second as Howell rolls to the near side, lets it go, caught Corrales, first down at the 25-yard line. Howell bought time with his legs, then planted and ripped one back to the middle of the field. It's on their first drive of the game and no score. Howell, good pocket to throw, complete over the middle. Joffrey Brown steps through a tackle and steps to the end zone for the touchdown. Caught it on a slant, middle of the field at about the 5, stepped right through the intended tackle of Elijah Jones. Howell brings Newsome in motion from right to left, and he's going to throw. Dumps it off over the middle, De'Ami Brown at the 50. Brown makes a man miss, he's at the 35, caught from behind, crossing over the 30. Play clock at 2 as Howell claps his hands again and just gets the snap off. Has time to throw. Now Howell will run. A lot of room right side. Over the 21st down, over the 15, and tripped up over the 10 as Howell gets to the 8. And Carolina is now 4 for 4 on third down. Good block on the play by Garrett Walston, Tar Heel tight end, with Javonte Williams to his right. He's going to give it to the big back who just plunges in for the touchdown.
Not a lot you can do about that, Jones, when you give it to Javonte Williams behind that left side of that O-line with just 2 yards to go.
6 plays and another touchdown for the Heels, who have gone touchdown, touchdown. Gets the shotgun snap. He will throw. Caught and knocked free. Caught originally and then knocked away by Morrison as he dove in and popped it out of the hands of Long. That would have been a first down at about the 3. And the big third down here. Heels up 1, 5:20 and counting in the second quarter. It is 3rd and 6, and Howell will throw. Pressure coming, gets out of the pocket, coming down the near side. He has the first down with his feet as he skips into the BC sideline around the 30. Well, we have seen Howell pick up some big first downs on scrambles, and he does it again there. Howell will empty out the backfield, throw a swing pass to Javonte Williams, far side. Gets a good block by Walston to free him down the far sideline into BC territory near the 40. Boy, Walston cleared out 2 Eagles as Williams caught that swing pass and was off to the races. Michael Carter comes in, and he'll get the handoff, wraps around the left side. He's got a lot of space over the 40, 35, and knocked out of bounds as he gets close to the BC 30. And let's see where he stepped out. Howell looking to throw, cocks his arm. Now he's going to scramble, comes to the near side. Keeping the play alive, finds a streaking Javonte Williams, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Magical play by Sam Howell for 6. He scrambled to the right, looked like he was going to try and do it with his legs. Then he went parallel to the 40-yard line, whipped a little sidewinder to Williams, and he just went right up the center of the field for the touchdown. So 21-16 the score. Carolina with the lead, and the Heels will get the football to start the second half.
2020 has been the year of the unthinkable, and millions of Americans are struggling to put food on the table. So Wells Fargo is helping our neighbors feed their loved ones, using some of our locations as drive-up food banks. in helping provide 50 million meals for Americans in need. The unthinkable has happened. Now it's time to rethink how to make a difference. Wells Fargo.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
It's Ford Truck Month, and if this is your kind of day, and this is your kind of truck, then this is your month. Ford Truck Month. Now, get great deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 43 years.
Now, during Ford Truck Month, get a 2020 F-150 with $11,000 in total savings, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison and Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Tyrone Hopper made the tackle for the Heels on the last play. Gimmel chasing down Jerkovic. He just throws it wildly up into the air, and it's incomplete as he just slung it, and it ended up falling incomplete on the far sideline. There was a receiver, David Bailey, in the area. Big third down here. Throw coming, and it was knocked away. I got excited because both McMichael and Surratt were there, along with Long, the tight end, the intended receiver, at the numbers near side, and it was almost intercepted. 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. Quick hitter to De'Ami Brown at the 30. Keeps the play alive. He is hit hard out of bounds after the first down. He does get up okay, but he caught it at the 30 and carried some Eagles with him to the 35. Snap back, spot down. Atkins' kick is up, and it is right through there. So the Tar Heels get 3 points on the board to take an 8-point advantage, 24-16. So 3 consecutive 15-yard penalties on Boston College moves Carolina inside the 20. The Heels have to settle for a field goal. So the 2-point conversion on the way. Jerkovic in the shotgun. Jerkovic with Garwo to his right. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Now Galloway goes in motion. That tight end Long's on the right side of the line. Jerkovic in a play action. Pressure coming from Hopper. Jerkovic keeping the play alive, and the pass intercepted. Intercepted by Morrison. Morrison heading down the field. He can score 2 on this play, and he's going to do it. Morrison with the pick, and 100 yards later, put some points on the board. Carolina's defense stands tall.
Tyrone Hopper with the pressure on that play, Jones. Good to see the senior come to the middle, put the heat on Jerkovic.
So that is 2 points for Carolina to make it 26-22. It is never boring with the Tar Heels. Onside kick on the way. Steven Ruiz will be the man to kick it. And the ball is loose in the middle of the field. Both teams on it. Also got to wonder if there was contact before 10 yards there, as both teams on the ball. Carolina signaling pretty confidently that they have it, and they do. So the Tar Heels in a scrum recover the kick. Let's see who comes out of there with it. I still can't tell as BC is arguing the call.
Never saw who came out of it at the end, Jones.
Maybe Surratt, but unclear.
Ruling on the field as the ball was recovered by number 21 of the receiving team. Be North Carolina's ball, first down.
So Surratt does recover it in a mess.
So many things went wrong tonight, Jones, but still it is a 4-point lead for the Tar Heels, and unless something happens.
Hal takes the knee. Let's see if BC takes its remaining timeout.
What a huge win.
Will. Yeah, this is a good one. Good win on the road against an improved BC team and against a really good quarterback. I think Jerkovic has certainly made a statement at his position for the Eagles today, but Carolina did enough. 121 yards on the ground by Carter. 2 touchdowns from Hal. Morrison with the pick 2 with the interception on the 2-point conversion and running it back to give Carolina the 4-point lead and the 4-point final advantage. 26-22 will be the final score. Carolina outlasts Boston College here in Chestnut Hill, as the Heels were certainly in a fight all night long.
The guys found a way to win it tonight, and that's progress. We were concerned about the 3 weeks off and having a sloppy game, and that's really what happened. We had entirely too many penalties on offense that just kill drives. We had an awful kicking game mistake. And then defensively, we gave up too many passing yards. On the good side, we did enough to win the game. When it came down to the end, Trey Morrison stepped up and made the play he had to. I thought when we kicked the field goal, it would be a 2-score game, and we were in good shape there. But when we pulled that to the left, it gave them an opportunity. Give them credit. The quarterback played really, really well. The tight end's one of the best players I've ever seen. And Little Four's a really good player, and they've got some good backs in the offensive line. 4 out of their 5 returning starters made some kind of award from last year. So Boston College got a good team. Their defense played well. So it was what we thought it would be. It was a very physical game on the road that came down to the end, and thank goodness our guys made the plays they need to win at the end of the game. Usually when you outrush the opponent, especially on the road, but mostly anytime you win the game, is 176-40. So what we've got to do is improve what we're doing against the pass. They did a good job protecting after early, but even when we got to him at 6'5", 230, he's so hard to tackle that he made play and play and play again, or he got the ball out of his hands. So quarterback's a really good player. He's changed this team completely, and they've got good players around him. So credit to them. They were 2-0 coming into this thing. We're excited to be 2-0 and headed back to Chapel Hill.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
2020 has been the year of the unthinkable, and millions of Americans are struggling to put food on the table. So Wells Fargo is helping our neighbors feed their loved ones, using some of our locations as drive-up food banks, and helping provide 50 million meals for Americans in need. The unthinkable has happened. Now it's time to rethink how to make a difference. Wells Fargo.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison & Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 All Fours.
It's Ford Truck Month, and if this is your kind of day, and this is your kind of truck, then this is your month. Ford Truck Month. Now, get great deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 43 years.
Now, during Ford Truck Month, get a 2020 F-150 with $11,000 in total savings, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
For the second consecutive season, the starter at the center position on the Tar Heel offensive line is Brian Anderson. And as you're about to find out, Brian really has a fun personality, a gregarious guy, but when he puts on that helmet and shoulder pads, he becomes a totally different person. Adam Lucas joined me to talk to Brian Anderson about that and a little bit more. How do you switch from the very nice, pleasant Brian Anderson that we're having a conversation with to the one that's got a little mean streak with him?
I mean, that's just kind of my MO. I mean, that's just kind of who I am. Whenever I buckle up that helmet, it's a little different. I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons I love playing football. I mean, you talk to me off the field. I'm a very personable guy. I like to be with other people and hang out. But, you know, when you're on the field, that's kind of my escape where I can really, you know, unleash a side of me and I guess take out some hidden aggression that a lot of times doesn't get displayed. But, yeah, I love that part of the game, and that's what just really draws me to keep coming every week.
Now, Brian, Michael Carter was mic'd up at practice this week. You have taken some grief for your singing in that clip. Do you care to defend your singing at all?
I mean, I'll leave it up to the judges, which are the people. But, you know, we were just having some fun in the moment. Mike told me he had a hot mic on him, so, you know, I had to bust out a couple notes. So.
If they mic up Brian Anderson at practice, what will the highlights be?
A lot of beeps in there, Brian?
No, not a lot of beeps. I think you just hear a lot of very loud yelling. In my communication, I'm very loud and bring out a very deep, almost devil voice whenever I make my calls loud because I want everybody to be able to hear what I'm saying. I don't know. You'd hear a little bit, you know, halftime in practice when everyone's, you know, that's your break mid-practice. You'd hear a little bit of, you know, cutting up, probably a couple jokes, something like that. But, no, I mean, you hear a lot of yelling, a lot of grunting, and, you know, dirty things that go on in the O-line. So those are the trenches.
Speaking of trenches, now you're a big outdoorsman. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, it's a very fair statement.
All right, how'd you get into that? What do you like to do?
Well, let's see. I think just growing up, I have 3 older brothers, and you know, kind of why I'm all into sports too. In high school, I played like 5 sports. The house we grew up in, we had a real big backyard, and it's just me and my 3 older brothers always grew up playing sports and doing things outdoors. And so anytime I can get out and have fun outside, it's just what I love to do. And then one thing I really love doing is, you know, hunting and fishing and just ethical hunting and conservation of wildlife, something that I'm just really attracted to. It's something that I did with my dad at a young age and just really fell in love with the whole tradition of it. And then just in high school, a lot of my buddies, on weekends, that's what we'd do. We'd get together and go hunt and fish and stuff like that. So anytime I can get outside, whether it be hunting, fishing, playing a sport, playing golf, it's just, I like to have a good time outside. It feels better.
Now, is some of that built-up aggression that you said you have, is that from having all those older brothers and all the like beatings that you took growing up with all the brothers?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say I definitely learned my lessons being the youngest of 4 boys. It's a humbling experience. You know, you learn quickly what you can get away with and what you can't. So I don't know. I guess when you play football, especially in high school when I still live with my brothers, there'd be times where maybe if it was a long week, I could take it out on the field, but I don't know.
How much more confident and comfortable are you doing all the things a center has to do to make that offensive line be cohesive than you were maybe last year at this time?
I'd say I'm much more confident just because, you know, this last year I was thrown into the games, the fourth quarter of South Carolina and, most of the game in Miami. And then after that, it was with Wake Forest. That was my first start. And I didn't have my best game that game. And it was just thrown into the scene of it. But now, I have a bunch of experience under my belt. And, I'm the oldest guy on the offensive line now. So I kind of take that older leadership responsibility. So I guess my role and the way I learn myself is by teaching others too. So anytime I have to, take the role and teach others too, that's just kind of how I think we can bring everyone along, and that makes me a lot more comfortable.
2020 has been the year of the unthinkable, and millions of Americans are struggling to put food on the table. So Wells Fargo is helping our neighbors feed their loved ones, using some of our locations as drive-up food banks, and helping provide 50 million meals for Americans in need. The unthinkable has happened. Now it's time to rethink how to make a difference. Wells Fargo.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
It's Ford Truck Month, and if this is your kind of day, and this is your kind of truck, then this is your month. Ford Truck Month. Now, get great deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 43 years.
Now, during Ford Truck Month, get a 2020 F-150 with $11,000 in total savings, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison & Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison & Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919-ALL-4s.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
We've had a lot of fun with you this week. Appreciate you being with us on the show, and we'll finish up with our social drive. Adam Lucas joins me, and we take a look around social media for some relevant Tar Heel topics of the week. And Adam, we start with one of our favorite Tar Heels, Kobe White, doing good things per usual.
Yeah, this really is a nice gesture from Kobe White, who donated 3,500 pairs of glasses, including 600 that went to where he went to middle school at Eastern Wayne Middle School. And Kobe, as you see there, said he will always show love to North Carolina. He meant both the state and the program. And in fact, just the other day, Caleb Love was talking about how he had called Kobe White to get some advice on how to play point guard for Roy Williams, and said Kobe was very helpful to him.
Showing some love there, Kobe White. Get it? And so, Adam, Kobe also made some news via social media with something. He's so distinguished by his hair. You always know it's Kobe. Well, take a look at this. What happened, Adam?
Wow. Well, as Kobe would say, wow. Wow, bro. Wow. Yeah, folks, don't worry. Save your emails and Facebook comments. This is not real. See, this is what happens on the internet sometimes. There's a thing called Photoshop and filters, and Kobe, he's just messing with you. He's just messing with you. If you see Kobe out on the street, he'll still have those trademark locks.
These kids with their loud music and their Instagram filters, everything's wrong these days. All right.
You can tell he's enjoying it, though, because he put out the first one and he got enough feedback. He's like, I'm going to do that again tomorrow. And so he did. No telling what's coming next.
Let's go from basketball to men's tennis. And Adam, one of the most accomplished athletes in recent history at Carolina, Will Blumberg, is going to return to Chapel Hill and to Carolina for a 5th year. And that is great news for the men's tennis program.
Man, it really is. As Blumberg's an 8-time All-America. He was the Senior Player of the Year in college tennis this past year. He won the Patterson Medal. He won a Rammy, for goodness sakes. And the fact that he's able to come back is a big boost for Sam Paul's program, and also a nice reminder that the Rams Club's helping a lot of those 5th-year seniors come back for the spring semester, and a gift from Roy and Wanda Williams helped move that process along. A lot of Tar Heel spring sports going to be loaded this spring with talent that's able to come back and try to win a national championship again.
Michael Carter, big personality on Michael. He was mic'd up on the practice field recently to get a little inside look and listen on what it's like to be Michael Carter as he goes through a traditional Carolina football practice. We wanted to show you some of the highlights of that now.
Hey, y'all can hear me, bro? Yeah, if y'all can hear me, man. Shout out to my family. Give me that. Hey, Sam. It's junk kind of fun, bro. Huh? It's junk kind of fun. Oh, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, so I'm not finna change. I'm mic'd up. I want to love you. Gotta make sure Gimmo can't get this ball out. Can't do it, man. Hey! Hey, you trying to get crappy, bitch. Mike Carter here, running back with Javonte Williams, about to sign out. Hope y'all enjoy me talking, you know. I know. So long, look at him.
Can't wait to be back with you next week, and knock on wood, we'll be talking about another football game as the Tar Heels will be hosting Virginia Tech in Kenan Stadium next Saturday. Thanks again for joining us, and see you next week.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics, and brought to you by Coca-Cola. When you're stocking up for game day, be sure to grab a Coke with a friend. Together, tastes better. Carolina Insider is produced by Go Heels Productions for Tar Heel Sports Properties, a property of Learfield IMG College.